All right, good morning. Duster TV, we are live. Day 4, really day 3 for us, but it feels like a full 4 days for us. Out here at Polydale Ice Arena for the Dunlop's Cup, featuring your Red Bank Lumberjacks and Between the Buckets Pink. Played Between the Buckets Black earlier in the tournament, which was a 7-1 victory. Word on the street is if we win, we're in. Right now we are seeded 5th. Top 4 advanced. However, Tri-State is 2-2 with 6 points, but they're -4. If we win, we would be 2-2 with a plus. So the key is to win the game. Obviously, if we win, we would be a plus. That should push us into the next round, which would be at 1 o'clock here, again, Holydale Ice Arena on NHL Rink against PHC, which we lost to yesterday. So that is what the Lumberjacks are facing in regards to where we possibly could be for later on. You're getting a look at the starting goaltender, number 70, Ryan Lemoyne. Believe we have the same squad from yesterday. Still no Barandino, no Johnson. They are at lacrosse in Delaware. Maybe if we make the finals, the 2 of them get here. I'm not sure. Still no Baxton Ling. And no Aiden Honan. Both of those boys are still nursing injuries. I don't see either one of them here. I don't blame them. Morning. I don't blame them for not getting up at 5:30 to make the hour and 15-minute ride here. So, we'll see. See, Ian Thomas is here. He's making his way over to the bench to be with the boys. Team has gathered at the net as they get ready to go, as they're picking up the pucks. That is what it is.
They play back in North and I come to the door and it's a race. So, because like all the championships are happening here, so a lot of the games here, but so I'm guessing that there's...
All right, team has gathered. Will make their way to the bench. We will stand by for Coach Van Riemsdyk's starting lineup. I see Coach Callahan there. 2 of them coached just before, led their team to a 3-1 win, so that'll get them to the next round. So they have a game at 11 o'clock here. So Coach Van Riemsdyk is stuck here no matter what. Good Sunday morning. We got 11 viewers on, so everyone is anxiously waiting for the game. Again, if the stream is bad or you don't want to listen to me talk, I'm completely fine with that. The game is available for purchase through subscription for a live barn would be Hollydale Ice Arena NHL rink, and we're underway. You got Weisgerber, Ernst, and Luca Vinieri as your forwards. Shaheen and Ciesla on D, and I told you before, in between the red pipes and the blue paint, number 70, Ryan Lemoyne. Between the buckets, controlling right off the gate, sending the puck down low behind, looking out in front, saved by Lemoyne. Boys sleepwalking a little bit here. Delayed offsides, but buckets do get back. Declan Ernst sends the puck in, but he quickly loses that. Between the buckets, able to gain, and they now come into the zone as they work on Ciesla. John pushing his man around as they now look for an option, broken up by Weisgerber, and here comes Ciesla. Ciesla, he's just going to dump that in. Kind of lock skates with each other there. Ernst takes a big hit. Boys from the between the buckets bench like it. Offsides by Donovan Gannon, so we'll see what the second line looks like here. It's going to be Nelligan, Resnick, and Gannon. Gabe and Ryan on D. Nurham. I think that's how I'm supposed to say it. I don't know. And McGovern. Here's Gannon. Gannon chips it up. Gets it over to Resnick. Just out of his reach. That comes back out. McGovern has to quickly turn. He does. He gets rid of that. And here comes between the buckets as they now send it up. It comes to Gannon. Gannon with a step. He's got Nelligan. Breaking shot. And that just went over the net. Kept in by Gabe. Comes down to Nelligan. Nelligan along the wall. Now looks for Gannon. Gannon fired that one a little bit too hard for Resnick, and it's broken up and sent back down the length of the ice. Lemoyne leaves it. McGovern plays it up. Unfortunately, a turnover. Gannon. Offsides. Again, we are midgets, so we have delayed offsides. It's a wonderful thing. It's real hockey. Here's Gannon. Gannon, he just gave that away. Brenner and Ciesla jump over. A couple of the Red Bank boys now headed for the bench. That should be Sion, Scorzo, and Myers for the next one. We're offsides. Nelligan not able to hold the line. So boys sleepwalking a little bit here. 19:46 remaining. First half. Again, 22-minute halves. We'll have an ice cut in between. Here's Scorzo. Scorzo looks, finds Sion. Sion, his shot, and that goes up into the rafters. Ciesla and Brenner manning the blue line. One by Scorzo again. That comes up and out. And here comes between the buckets. Chipped up out of the way by Ciesla. Now played into the opposite corner. Brenner will get there first. He chips it up. There's no one there, though. And that's poked out by Myers. Here comes Sion. Sion looking to get into the zone. He gives it over to Myers. Myers, his shot, and that goes up into the netting. And we get a stop. That's a familiar goaltender in the net down there. That's Michael Nudo, former Red Bank general, now playing for the New Jersey Titans. I guess he didn't have a choice. He didn't have a choice. Gabe sends that down. Ernst looks out, finds Shaheen. Shaheen back down to Ernst. Ernst looking for Weisgerber, gets it to him. Jack spins. He loses control, takes a few. Nice pass there. Oh, what a finish! What a finish! Tucker with a beautiful feed out in front. And that hooks up Jack Weisgerber with a nice forehand backhand, and that puts Red Bank up 1-0. All right, well, right there, that puts us in a playoff spot right off the start. Still have 18:51 remaining here in the first half. A lot of game left. Shot in, and Lemoyne's going to grab that one for his second save of the day. Very nice pass there by Fairchild, but that was all started by Ernst. Going back out to the point, they played catch, opened up in front there, and Weisgerber able to bury that one. Gabe, he sends it up to Ernst. Ernst comes out of the zone, loses control, but gains it back. He finds Weisgerber. Weisgerber in the slot over to Fairchild. Fairchild shot and a save there. Would have liked to seen Weisgerber maybe fire that into the slot, as here comes between the buckets. They got to step on Shaheen. Nice job as he's able to poke that one. Offsides by the buckets. Sent in by Fairchild. He takes a bump to the back. Monster hit there by Ernst. I'm not sure if I was able to get much of it on the screen. Did a nice job finishing his check. Here's McGovern. McGovern sends it up. Good thing that Gannon had his head up there. He could have gotten crunched. Nelligan across, out in front. Shot, save, rebound. Nelligan not able to bury it. Shot, played around. Resnick sidesteps the hit. Kept in. Here's Gannon. Gannon with a nice move, but that spin able to lost control. And out come the buckets the other way. Poke check there. Move it. Nice play there. Here comes Nelligan. He's 1-on-2. Looks to make a move. He can't do much with it. Loses control. Buckets gain as they look to clear. Kept in by Brenner. Nelligan bumps. Comes around. Puck fired all the way behind the net. Sent around, looked out in front as we lose control. Sent down. Comes around. Shot. Ooh, just over the net. Rebound by Resnick. Still loose. Pops out. Still loose. Not able to be put in. Shot in. Nice save there by Nudos. He's able to push that across. That pops out. Shaheen's alone. He's going to have to hurry. He's going to bring it behind Lemoyne, giving himself a little bit of space. Fires that up, and that hits Sion in stride. Lucas got to get that head up as he now comes into the zone. Tries to go through a couple people. Pops up, comes to Myers. Myers able to get it down to himself. Stick was lifted. Shot through a screen and scores! John Ciesla from the point. And it's now 2-0. Johnny Hockey getting us up to 15:51 remaining. Here's Myers. Myers sidesteps. Now puck behind. See what his options are. He decides he's going to spin. He's looking for Ciesla. Not able to get that to him. It comes to Shaheen. Johnny able to get back. Nice job, John. Myers comes in and lays a bump. Played up to Scorzo. Here comes Sion. Sion goes wide, driving, throws a shot right into the belly of Nudo. And they know each other, so he gives him a little stick to the belly as well. Weisgerber now in. Kept in by McGovern. Stick lift there by Tucker was not successful. played in, no icing, so McGovern has to come behind. He's got his head up, looks for Weisgerber. Fortunately, that hits him in his skate. Comes behind, Weisgerber spins, now he's got it. He loses his footing a little bit, now he sets it up to near him. Gabe sidesteps a hit, comes to Vanieri. Vanieri, he's going to take it around, and he finds McGovern. McGovern looks to clear. He can't. And now we're stuck in our zone. Tucker able to get it out. He's going to have to dump it deep as we now send it behind the net. Weisgerber, he's in. He sidesteps the hit. Bucket's able to gain and clear. Nurem kicks it to himself. He sends that across and finds Fairchild. Fairchild into the zone. He's now rubbed along the wall. He looks for an option in front. Unfortunately, nobody home. Buckets come out. 3-on-2. Nice job there. Shot, and that's a save by Lemoyne. That comes to Weisgerber. We've got right to the 14-minute mark. Weisgerber hits McGovern in stride. Ryan getting encouragement from his family, telling sent out in front. That's going to escape the zone. Oop, turnover. Nice job by Nelligan to get back and force him to take that shot. That went over. Here comes John Ciesla. Ciesla and Nelligan. Nice feed across. Nelligan shot, score! What a feed by Johnny Hockey. That's now 3-1. Nelligan.
I'm just saying. I'm looking at the coverage. Nobody covering for Ryan. Right. That's all. The kids just have to be aware of it. That's all I'm saying.
That's all right. We like when you yell over here. All right? We're used to it. Shot in on Lemoyne as he steers that aside. That comes to John Ciesla. Ciesla, goal and an assist so far for him. Gannon loses control and the Buckets get to it. Gannon looking out in front. He finds Ciesla. Johnny has that pop off his stick. He takes a shot from behind. And that comes to Resnick. Resnick feeds Ciesla. Ciesla fires a snap-on. That's going to be brought to the corner. Buckets looking to walk in. Shot, and that goes up over the net. Rebound almost snuck around the side there. Thankfully it died. Nelligan takes his man to the corner. Big hit there by Brenner. Boys like that, but the Buckets have from behind. They looking out in front. Saved by Lemoyne. Gannon. Dono's going to go to the box.
No! Tristan, walk away, Tristan!
All right, so Gannon's going to the box. A little extracurricular there. Gannon, gotta keep your head up. You avoid that hit, but Coach Van Riem's like telling him to calm down. We don't need that slash. 1 minute, 30-second power play as we skate 5-on-4. Scorzo and Myers will be your forwards. Miram and Shaheen on D. Buckets win the draw. They bring it back out. Shot. That shot never made it in on Lemoyne as it went wide. Buckets moving around, trying to force Red Bank to open up a bit. Scorzo letting them skate a bit. That pass comes all the way out. Niram going to push his man up to the top. Comes across. Down low. Looking for that center shot. Save. Nice play by Shaheen to get there. Intercepted. Here's Neeram. Neeram hits Myers. Myers gives it back to Neeram. Gabe doesn't have much. Here comes Myers. Myers looking out in front. Nobody home. He takes his man down. 4-on-3 as Myers is still behind as he's now making his way back into the play. Shot, save, rebound, and the boys come in. Lemoyne, his 7th save of the morning. 23 seconds remaining on the penalty to Gannon. Face off, pushed across by Ernst. Left in the middle. Nice job there by Declan. Actually, it pushed that all the way down. That should basically kill the rest of Gannon's penalty. Ernst, he's going to just fire it down as much as he can. 2-1, Gannon out of the box, so buckets 0 for 1 on the power play. Vanieri, he comes into the zone, and now it gives it to Ernst. Ernst sidesteps, looks for it, shot blocked. He gets his own rebound, he puts another shot on, that goes wide. There's Vanieri. Pulled up a little bit. Kept in by Sion as he chips it to himself. Does a nice job of slapping that back into the zone, forcing the buckets deep. Declan in, fires that around. Nobody behind the net. Sion tries to get there as the buckets are finally able to clear as they chip that past McGovern. Shot, blocker, save, rebound. Came right to the buckets. And they're able to bury that, so it's now 3-1. All right, so Red Bank a +2 right now. +2 in the game, +2 in your standings. Again, win, and we should be in. Declan, and he's going to go to the box. So we're going to be shorthanded again. This. I'm just gonna. It's too early for me to start bitching yet. Yeah. All right, Declan in the box. Looks like for a rough, so we'll be shorthanded again. Red Bank, we don't make things easy on ourselves. Sent the length of the ice. So again, we are midgets, so no icing. You can ice the puck on a penalty kill. Played up. That's going to find Ciesla. Ciesla finds Fairchild. Fairchild in shorthanded, loses control. Puck sent up and out. Here's Vanieri. Played to the outside. Shaheen. Vanieri in support. See where that puck goes. It is squirt behind Shaheen. The buckets are able to get to it. They now look for an option out in front, but Ciesla is there. Johnny is going to fire that all the way down. Follow that. Again, no icing. 35 seconds remaining on the penalty to Ernst. 8 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the first half. Red Bank is up 2. Fairchild, shorthanded, trying to gain some leverage. He throws a shot on, forcing Nudo to make a save. Shaheen, ooh, he threw one on, and Fairchild was the only one there. Buckets do enter in. Nice job there by Johnny. No, get it out! Even strength now. Shot, and that one is a save by Lemoyne. Boys need to get the puck out at this point. Shaheen looks to, he can't. Kept back in, now Ciesla has it. All this extra work Leads to a shot. Nice block there by Shaheen. 7:40, and that's Vinieri. Vinieri hits Resnick. Resnick comes across to Fairchild. Vinieri and Fairchild have been out there quite a bit. Tucker goes to the bench. Vinieri goes to the bench. Near him, right here. Nelligan in support. He's looking for the puck. Using his speed, size, to push his man around. Nelligan looks to clear. He can't. McGovern, he takes a bump. He finds Resnick. Resnick hits Gannon. Gannon across. He's got Nearham breaking. Not able to get it to him. Nearham down low. Nelligan out in front. Shot, save, rebound, and another save, and a loose. And that's it. That's it. And it went in. I believe that was Nelligan able to stuff that one in. A couple rebounds there. And we're lining up for a face-off. So Nelligan will lead the train through. Red Bank back up 3 goals. It's now 4-1. 6:50 remaining.
Let's go.
And that's why you play to the whistle. No whistle, so the boys bang away. Pick up the garbage on the side of the net. And we'll take that all day because that puts us up by 3 here in the game. And 3 also as a plus-minus. That shot by Gannon is deflected up into the netting. Face off to the right of Nudo. Sent all the way down. That's sent up and out. Ooh. Couple misplays there by the boys. Myers looking to get a hold of it. Not able to. Nice play by the between the buckets player. Nice stick move there, but doesn't get a shot off. Comes around, Scorzo. Controlled by the buckets. They look to put that out in front. Saved by Lemoyne. Here comes Sion. Sion finds Myers. Myers sidesteps. He's got Ciesla with him. Shot, and that's a save. Comes out in front. Here's Scorzo. Shoot it! Come on, Braden. Mike, if you're here, I'll give him that one. Gotta shoot that, Braden. Don't be selfish every once in a while. For you, that's an easy one. Brenner behind. Sent up, and here's Sion. Sion finds Myers. Myers, Scorzo. We play that to the corner. Scorzo chips at it. Sent in. Sion takes his man into the wall. Easy! Shot, or coming through. Sent down into the corner. Nearham jumps all the way down from his defensive position. Ties his man up, leaves the puck for Myers. Myers now has it. He's going to pin it up on the wall. Nearham in support. Weisgerber now comes. 3-on-3. Played out to the point. Backhanded by Shaheen. Shaheen sidesteps, sends it down to the half wall. Sent in by Nearham, but that's blocked and popped all the way out. Nice play there by Shaheen. Faking one way, goes back out the other. He gets that up to Myers. Two-on-one. Save by Lemoyne. Here's Weisgerber. Jackie lost that one. Comes back to him. He still lost it. There's Myers. Myers has it. Sends it back into our own zone. We're going to go on the power play. No? Okay, Myers is going to the box for a hold. So we're going to be shorthanded. All right, 5-on-4. Power play again. Shot. Net. That was a save by Lemoyne. That's fired the length of the ice. Lemoyne, 13 shots against already. 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the first half. Almost shorthanded opportunity. Here's... that just bounced over Weisgerber's stick from Vanieri.
Keep it low!
Buckets come out 4-on-2 the other way. Shot saved by Lemoyne. 45 seconds remaining. Nice play there by Brenner. Able to force that one out. Buckets into the zone. Brenner with a bump. Nice job there by Noah to clear. Buckets able to get back on side as they come into the zone. Shot. Nice stick save there by Lemoyne. That comes to Brenner. Brenner looks, fires that up and out. Buckets have to offsides all the way down. See if the refs give us the friendly call. I mean, that was way offsides. "16 seconds left on the penalty to Myers. Steered aside by Lemoyne. Puck is cleared out of the zone. That will kill the penalty, so... And that's buried by Trizzy. Nice job by Nelligan there to go around his man, feed that across, and Tristan Resnick buries that one. So now it's 5-1. .212 remaining. First half. Anybody but 37. We'll give him the goal on that one. Resnick up to Gannon. Gannon lost control off the hit. Ciesla does a nice shot. Standing his man up. Resnick looking to take some time. He does. He fires that around just out of the reach again, and that's going to go all the way down for an icing. We are now at 1:42 remaining in the first half. Red Bank up 4, also 4 plus. We'll see what happens. Scorzo in on the draw, able to push that one back. That comes over to McGovern. McGovern, nice little spin move by Ryan. He's able to get that up to Ernst. Ernst looks for Sion, and that's an icing. 1:27 now left. Ooh, that would have been a hook there on Niram. No call, thankfully. That's fired back behind. That comes back to McGovern. McGovern, he loses the handle on it, but he's now able to clear. He's going to send that the length of the ice, and then we get another icing. So 21 seconds clicked off the clock. Brings us to 106. Again, midget hockey, so we will get an ice cut. Here's Sion. Sion was looking for Myers, not able to get it. I'm sorry, Ernst wasn't able to get to him. Ernst behind, using his body as a shield, gets that out to McGovern. McGovern fires that around to Scorzo. Scorzo able to stop it, sends that behind to Declan. Declan now moving, looking. He's going to get it back out to the point. There's Niram. Niram a shot, and that one just goes wide. We're under 30 seconds here. Kept in by McGovern. Ernst chips it down low. Scorzo now there looks out for Sion, but kept in by McGovern. McGovern only able to push that to the corner, and that's where it is. And there's Declan. He chips it to himself. 15 seconds left in the period. Nice cycle there by Ernst and McGovern. McGovern leaves it for Scorzo behind the net. Scorzo loses control. And that's going to do it for the first half. So at the end of one, it's your Red Bank Lumberjacks 5. I like where your head's at, Mr. McGovern. Your Red Bank Lumberjacks 5. Between the buckets, pink 1. Red Bank sitting with a +4 right now. We will get a brief intermission for a ice cut, and then we will be back. You're good. Lemoyne, I've got 15 for him. So 14 saves, 22 minutes is what's remaining. Again, I'm projecting that we make it with the win. Again, we have not played the tri-state team, so there's no head-to-head, and it should go to plus-minus, and right now they're a minus and we're plus, so it should go to us, but we'll have to wait and see what really happens. For those who are still with me, after this weekend, there is about 4 weeks before we head up to the Boston area for the Chowder Cup, which is a pretty big tournament. I'm sure there'll be some really good teams up there, as there always are. We get a couple weeks off, and then we start right back into the camp, and then practices start, and then the season starts. So the Facebook page will be becoming more active weekly as things progress. All right, I'm going to put it on mute for a minute. All right, Duster TV, we are back for the second half of the game. Zamboni has made its way off the ice. Refs have placed the netting down, and Coach Van Riemsdyk and Callahan lead the boys over to the bench area as we will switch sides. So Red Bank now skating left to right on your screen. And they're home blacks, we'll call them today. If you're just joining us, the score is 5-1. Multiple goal scorers throughout the day. Lemoyne with 14 saves through the first half. Just waiting on the referee to blow the whistle so Between the Buckets can come skate across. Ref telling them to come on, so we're getting ready to get going. Lemoyne will take his position down at the opposite end. Fans starting to make their way back from the restaurant area. Gannon already had 3 beers. Couple viewers coming back to watch with us. Hopefully you're enjoying your Sunday morning here on Duster TV. Again, if you're not interested in listening to me, I'm okay with it. You will find this on Live Barn, NHL Rink, Hollydale Ice Arena in Sewell, New Jersey. Goalies are not switching ends. To wait and see what this is all about. We've been switching ends in the second halves, but Lemoyne is dirtying this crease down here. Nudo dirtying the one down there, so I could have spoken too soon. Refs are letting it go, so that's fine. So Red Bank will skate right to left here. I stand corrected.
He's good officiating.
So far, it's been good. Fairchild, Vinieri, and Weisgerber up front. Brenner and Ciesla on D. That puck sent in. Lemoyne going to have to smack that to the corner. Up and out. But it's kept in by the Buckets. Tipped, not on net, and that goes wide. Brenner up. Fairchild out. But turned right back over. And here we go. Here's Weisgerber. He sidesteps. Weisgerber finds Fairchild. Fairchild loses the handle on it, but that gets gained right back by Weisgerber. He kicks it to himself. Comes across to Brenner. Brenner. Boys are a little sloppy here to start. Should have been called for offside. It wasn't. Hopefully that doesn't affect anything here. Brenner forcing his man out there. Played into the slot. Errant pass now comes back out to the point. Vinieri, gotta get that stick on there. That's broken up by Ciesla. Nice stick save there by Lemoyne. Fairchild able to get it to Vinieri. Vinieri pokes it into the zone. Shaheen over to Niram. Gabe spins, turns into his player. He still has this one hand on the stick, able to get to it. He's going to play that up to Fairchild. Fairchild has it. That's over to Vanieri. Vanieri now enters into the zone. He plays it over to Myers. Myers back across to Tucker. Tucker into the corner. Laid around. Vanieri was looking to get to a change. Fired in by Shaheen. That comes all the way around to Niram. He's going to allow the buckets to let that come out. He's going to turn. He finds Myers. Myers in. Myers goes wide. Myers now driving, looking for an option. He loses the handle on it. I think he was trying to pull that up for a Michigan. Puck's underneath them. Scorzo in there. Ernst out there. Sent in. Blocked by Shaheen. I'm trying to find the puck here. Buckets get to it. Stick check there by Scorzo is unsuccessful. Myers across to Niram. Declan with speed. He loses control, but that comes right to Scorzo. Here's Scorzo. Scorzo, he pulls up. Now he looks for an option. He's trying to get that into the center. Wasn't able to. He decides to go low. Here's Ernst. Ernst comes back out to the point. Niram. Niram looks in the slot over to Myers. Myers controls. He plays it out, and that's blocked. Puck down low. Kept possession was Ernst. There we go. Scorzo looks, sends that back up to Ernst. Ernst. What a hit there. Go! Go! Scorzo being attacked from behind. Let's see what he's able to do. He decides to come back out to the point. Over. Here's McGovern. McGovern. Shot! Nice shot. Looking for that back door over to Scorzo, but Nudo able to glove it. 18 minutes, 30 seconds remain. McGovern looking for the tip there by Nelligan. Just to see how it feels. That comes around. Here's Resnick. He's got a goal. He's going to fire that back around. That comes out to the point. Nice play there by Brenner. Brenner shot. Looking for another tip by Nelligan. That just went wide. Resnick controls. McGovern keeps it in. Tristan. That pops up. Kept in by McGovern. Gannon down there. Sent back in nicely by McGovern. Boys will chase. That's Nelligan. Sent around. Here comes between the buckets. Fanned on it. Here's Nelligan. He's got Gannon in the middle. Can he get it to him? Just out of the reach of Dono. Puck sent around. And out. Here's Brenner. Brenner has a man on. He's going to try and get away. He does. Comes across, and that finds Gannon. Gannon loses the handle. Gets it over to Resnick. Resnick in. They send it deep. Resnick goes for a change. Sent in. Boys are onside, so a couple players are able to finish their changes. Here's Ciesla. Ciesla. Fairchild's offside, so we got to touch back up. Back onside now. Fairchild, Weisgerber, and Vanieri back out there. Nice finish check there by Weisgerber. 16:40 remaining. No call. That one might. They're letting the boys play. Here's Weisgerber. Weisgerber pulls up. Sent around. Between the buckets. Look to gain the zone. They do. Shot. Save. And another save. Two quick saves by Lemoyne as he wants to field the puck. now has 17 saves on the day, 18 shots. And it's 16:07 remaining.
This guy's doing a very good job.
Here's Sion, one of the leading goal scorers here. Nice move there by Lucas. Ernst and Myers in, shot, score! Chase Myers joins the goal scoring parade, and it's now 6-1. All right, so that puts Red Bank at a +5 right now. So unless something absolutely crazy happens here, that's way offsides, but we'll let that go as well as we keep the game going. Here's Declan. Declan across to Sion. His shot, save, rebound. Nudo able to find it as Myers was driving. .35 now left in the game. Resnick, Ciesla. Ciesla shot, not able to get through. Gannon was there. Kept in by Ciesla. Ciesla's got Gannon and... Oh, yeah, Gannon. Nice play there by Ciesla, who's had himself a day so far. Nice setup there. And I just spoke again. Beautiful feed by John Ciesla as he finds Mason Nelligan. And now we're going to go to a running clock as it's now 7-1.
That's it, boys. All three. Nice puck work, boys. That's it, boys.
Yeah, should. Ciesla with a goal and 2 beauties of assists. Oh, Noah, that ice is slippery. And here's Resnick. Tristan, nice move there. He leaves that for Gannon. Gannon shot. Oh, nice save there by Nudo. Rebound out, comes back out. Mishi. Oh, boy. Turned over here. Nice job there by Ciesla as he forces his man out. Chip it. Get rid of it. Move it. There we go. Taken down. Here's Resnick. His shot. Ooh. That one goes off the C-clamp and up out of the zone. All right, no running clock right now. Guess the scorekeeper still sleeping. That's okay. Shaheen not able to keep. Weisgerber helping to support. Here's Vanieri across near him. Not able to get it deep, but Weisgerber covering for him is now he retreats, spins and turns and just exit out the zone. Vanieri in, over with Gabe. Gabe looks to get it deep into the zone, is blocked, and that comes over to Weisgerber. Weisgerber enters, gives it to Tucker. Tucker, he takes a shot. Boys on the bucket bench like that. Not much for them to cheer about other than stuff like that because the score is 7-1. Saved by Lemoyne. That's pushed out. Fairchild able to tip it into the zone, not deep enough. Buckets look to clear. Turnover. There's Fairchild. He's got it. He spins. Player with no stick. He gets it over to Nearham. Nearham shot. Saved by Nudo. Oh boy. Playing hot potato here a little bit. Buckets gain it back. Sent in. Here's Gabe Nearham. Had he gone to the inside there again, he would have been gone. Here's McGovern. McGovern all alone as the rest of the team and went for a change. He tries to go through a couple of players, not able to do so. That puck comes out the other way. Myers and Scorzo now out there. Here's Scorzo as he leaves it for Brenner. Brenner chips it to himself as he now goes wide and looking for an option. He's got Myers in front, but he gets that over. Nice play here. Here's Sion. Sion all day. Shot, save, rebound. Comes back to him. He fires a second shot, and that goes up over the net. Comes back to McGovern. McGovern fans on it. Buckets look to clear, and they do. Shot, blocker saved there by Lemoyne, punching that one out. Got a man drive into the net. Buckets looking, shot, and another save by Lemoyne. Myers. Over to Sion. Sion with speed, joined by Scorzo. Looks to pull up, not able to do so. Put out in front. Still sitting there. No shot on net. Buckets able to clear. Buckets come through. Johnny Hockey does a nice job of just playing that body, standing his man up, and here comes Myers. Myers, Scorzo. They got Shaheen. Myers trying to get it to him. Oh. Center crossed. Nice hit there by Shaheen. Sion just runs his man over. And we've got a pile of bodies just laying on the ice. We'll see what happens here. Sion drove his man down. Then he gets his stick held, so it looks like Lucas is going to go to the box. All right, so Sion in the box. Clock running as they've figured that out. So we are on a running clock, so the game will be done in under 10 minutes at this point. Power play clock running as well, so that's good. It's just continuing to run off there. Ernst and Resnick out on the forward end, saved by Lemoyne. Shaheen has his stick held, but he's able to clear.
Cover man!
Declan looking to get that out in front. Not able to, but a good job shorthanded.
Oh, come on.
Between the buckets, come out. He looks to send it deep. They do. Shaheen and Ciesla switch spots. Wrapped around, but not out. In, saved by Lemoyne, and he's going to gobble that up and stop play. Keep the clock running. Lemoyne with 23 saves now. Sent up, out, save. 10 seconds remaining on the Sion penalty. Looks to get out in front, no shot there. Broken up, Nelligan not able to clear. Power play over for the Buckets. Teams are back 5 aside. Shot saved by Lemoyne. That comes over to Gannon. Gannon just is going to sidestep that hit. and just clear the puck. Buckets are off sides, dumped around. That's where Lemoyne has it. Leaves it for McGovern. McGovern's shot is actually blocked. Comes to Ernst. Ernst finding Gannon. Dono looks to go between some players. Not able to. That puck's sitting in the slot. We now have to get back 3-on-2 the other way for the Buckets. McGovern losing a stick. Sent out in front. That one banked off of Ryan, I think, and got in. All right, so it's 7-2. Again, Red Bank needs to continue to keep the plus. Now, obviously, we want the win. That'll make us 2-2. Fairchild takes a bump. Vinieri sends it deep. Weisgerber now chasing, comes to Vinieri. Here's Luca. Luca looking out in front for Fairchild. Just out of his reach, Fairchild sends that back around the opposite way. No one there. That's where Vinieri now heads. Weisgerber now forcing them behind. Tucker forcing them to make a pass. Not able to be cleared, and it's kept in. Here's Weisgerber.
Your guys' team Instagram account. Red Bank? Are you guys the Lumberjacks, or are you guys technically the Generals?
Technically the Generals. Well, technically the Generals, but we are Lumberjacks in the Southern Corner.
Okay.
Comes across. Here's Ciesla. Shot, save. Still trying to bank one in. It's Red Bank. It should be just Red Bank Armory. Yeah, Red Bank Armory. You got it. Sent around. That's a save. Coming up on just 6 minutes remaining in the game. Tipped by Fairchild. That just went wide. Sent back around. Here's Ciesla. Johnny Hockey with speed. Look at him go. Johnny up. Already with a goal and 2 beautiful assists today. Looking for a third one. Takes the body. Takes a shot. He's down low. Shot saved by Fairchild off the post. Watching the play down here. Ciesla down there. Here's Brenner. Brenner turns, spins. Here's Vinieri. Vinieri across, tipped in. Boys go for a change. Myers, no pun intended, giving chase. Over to Shaheen. Shaheen has it in his feet. He's going to have to try and get it out. He can't. Sion down there. Nice play. Broken up.
I just uploaded the 2-on-1. Now you're probably going to ask which one.
Here comes Sion. Shot, and that's a goal. Lucas Sion. 8-2.
Last goal was the last one? No, not this one.
I wish. I saw after the 2-on-1, I was like, yeah, you guys are going to be highlights all day. So I'm like, I don't want to, I could probably post you over and over and over. But I was like, yeah, I'm going to go to the other rink and see what's happening there. So I did. It's not as bad as Bloodbath, but it's...
Here's Sion.
I think that's only a 4-2 game.
Boys are offsides. They do get back on. Here come the Buckets. Buckets pull up. Shot. Not on. It was blocked. 3 minutes, 45 seconds left in the game. Red Bank up 6, which is a huge help. Nice move here. Sion shot, and that goes off the post. Sion holds. He's looking. Taken down. Puck down low. Lucas going, battling for it. There's a heap of players down there. Dog pile down there. We'll see what the penalties are as Gabe Nearham heads to the box. He was in support of Sion and Myers, who had been getting some pushing and shoving down there. 2 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the game. Again, Red Bank up 6. Sent around, but not out. Red Bank shorthanded. Let's get all the penalties out now, so if we play later against PHC, we're not in the box. Because that's a good squad. That's going to be chipped all the way down by Ernst. Ernst, he's giving chase. He's going to crunch his man in the wall, you know that. Shot wide. Nelligan fanned on it. Kept in. 1 minute, 53 seconds left. Sent down and around. McGovern looks to clear. Pops into the middle. Shot, that went wide. Shot, that went wide. McGovern with a nice crunch there, finds Declan. Declan not able to get that out, but now he does. And he sends that the length of the ice. So 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining. Power play over.
Can we send up a text now, 7-star?
You might as well.
7-star.
Here's Ciesla. Under a minute, folks. Shaheen with a nice little, trying to get him into, now it's Shaheen. 40 seconds. Ciesla. Intercepted by Resnick. Resnick up to Declan. Declan gets it over here. Shot by Shaheen. Rebound was sitting there. Didn't get much out of it. Under 20 seconds. Ciesla finds Resnick. Here's Resnick. Puts it over to Ernst. Ernst spins. Was looking to get that. No. Deck. No. Deck. All right, you don't need to get thrown out. All right, so Red Bank Lumberjacks win 8-2. Which is fine. Really? Does that kid know who he's talking to? He gave him the finger. He gave him the "you're number one." All right, so this should elevate the team to 4th place right now. We'll have to check the standings.
6-goal difference.
6-goal difference, so that's a big help. We'll see how that goes. I'm going to sign off so I can put the phone on the charger because most likely we're going to have another game. Final here, 8-2. Multiple scores. And you had Lemoyne 27 shots, so 25 saves for him. And we'll see you in a little bit. Duster TV, we're out for now.
7 star.